Let's smile. Let's get our kicks up.
Lindsey Beck had always dreamed of coaching her high school dance team,
5, 6, 6, 7.
of giving back all that she'd gotten when she was on the team.
Okay, do it again.
In 2009, she was living that dream when something didn't feel right.
Come on, ladies.
I was just noticing weird, different symptoms. Sometimes I felt weak when I'd get out of bed.
For months, doctors couldn't find the problem.
So eventually it just wasn't getting any better at all. And so I was referred to a neurologist, and he did an MRI, and I still didn't really hear anything back. And so I got the disc of the MRI.
She stopped by one Saturday and said, "Hey, Dad, as part of the referral to take to the neurosurgeon, the doctor gave me a disc with some pictures on it. You want to see what's on there?"
What they saw was stunning. They forwarded the disturbing images to a family member who was a doctor, who started researching the top neurosurgeons and looking for help.
And the next morning I was in my office at work, and my cell phone rang, and it was Dr. Ellenbogen. This file had been passed on to Dr. Ellenbogen. And he said, he said, "I'd be interested in seeing your daughter." And we'd had actually a hard time getting follow-up from some of the other doctors, and it was pretty amazing. So he said, "When could you come in?" I got to talking with him, and he said, I said, "Well, it's convenient for you." He said, "Well, I'm on vacation this week." I said, "Well, if you're on vacation, when's convenient for you for us to come in and see you?" And he said, "How about noon?"
I had a cavernous hemangioma, which is a growth of basically kind of like blood vessels, and they hemorrhage and bleed and make them get bigger. And it was in my neck at C3 and C4. It was very serious. It was very shocking when we were told what it was.
With so much at stake, Lindsey knew she needed the best doctors, nurses, facilities, rehabilitation team.
I chose Harborview with my family. There was never a question about that was the right place for me to go.
Risks to remove the mass were high. The risks of not removing it, even higher. And there was another problem. Lindsey wanted to wait. The dance team she coached was going to state soon, and she couldn't miss it.
And so the concerns that we have as neurosurgeons...
Dr. Anthony Avellino and Dr. Richard Ellenbogen recommended surgery as soon as possible.
And you can see there's only a thin ribbon of spinal cord there. She was really teetering on catastrophe.
And I remember sitting at our dining room table here and saying, "Lindsey, your health is more important. Those girls will wait. State will go on. Everything will go on. But this is the most important thing, is you need to get your surgery now."
I said, "But you understand, of course, that you may die or you may not walk again." And she says, "No, I'm going to walk again. I coach a dance team, Lake Washington dance team, and we're competing for the state championship, and I want to be ready for that." And I told her, I'm not sure that that's really practical and realistic. And she says, "No, I'll be ready for it."
They scheduled surgery a month before the state competition. Lindsey's goal? To walk into state to coach her team.
And all of the nurses and Dr. Ellenbogen and the staff would say, "We'll see, we'll see." And I said, no, I'll be discharged in time to go to state.
Just hours after the grueling surgery,
Hey girls, it's me. I'm doing great.
Lindsey insisted on recording a message to her team.
But work really hard tonight. I love you, and I'll be back soon.
Lindsey had to relearn almost everything, using a bathroom, combing her hair, walking. As she pushed herself in rehab, she kept pushing her dance team.
I had an assistant coach at the time that I would make her video the team every practice, come to Harborview, show me the pictures and the videos of the team, and I would tell her what to work on at the next practice. I called the girls before every single practice.
Lindsey managed to get released 2 days before state. Sure enough, just 4 weeks after major spinal surgery, she walked into the arena to coach her team.
The most emotional day of my entire life, because those girls worked so hard.
Please welcome Lake Washington High School, coached by Lindsey Beck.
For her to be there and for her to be proud of them.
For weeks, she had coached them from her hospital bed. Now, Lindsey was with her team again, proudly watching. At the end of an exhausting competition, all that was left was the award ceremony.
In second place, Palm Heritage.
They got to the palm category, and I think there was 4 or 5 trophies, so they went down and they said second place, and they still had not said Lake Washington. And I just remember all the girls saying, "It's okay, it's okay. We got here, we worked so hard." They were so proud, and I was so proud. And then
Ladies, here we go. Lake Washington.
first place came on and they played their music, and everyone just lost it. It was just like, oh my gosh, our first state championship. How did we do this? It definitely was a dream come true.
But it wasn't over. There was one more award.
The WSDDCA membership has awarded Coach of the Year to Lindsey Beck of Lake Washington.
That night, I actually text Dr. Ellenbogen, and I text him, "Dr. Ellenbogen, oh my gosh, got Coach of the Year and my team is state champions." And he wrote back within minutes, "Because you're a miracle girl, and you could do anything."
You know, we did our very best for her, and she did her very best back. And for that, I am eternally grateful to her.
A dangerous mass threatened to take Lindsey Beck's dreams away. Harborview wouldn't let that happen. Neither would Lindsey.
I never ever give up, and I think that started, obviously with my family, but even Harborview family. They believed in me, and they never gave up, and that's how we got there together.